I've been in a hurry since I don't know when. Gotta bring it on back, start over again. Yeah, I'll bring it on back to a nice old pace, the kind where a guy like me wins a race. Yeah, slow it on down. Take the time it takes to take a real good look around. Yeah, bring it on back to a nice old pace, the kind where a guy like me wins the race. Well, I got me a woman, yeah, she's better than most. Yeah, I get the space I need to really cut loose. Yeah, she slows it on down to a nice old pace, the kind where a guy like me wins the race. You slow it on down. Take the time it takes to take a real good look around. Yeah, I'll bring it on back to a nice old pace, the kind where a guy like me wins a race. You slow it on down. Take the time it takes to take a real good look around. Yeah, I'll bring it on back to a nice old pace, the kind where a guy like me wins a race. Yeah, slow it down. Slow it on down, guys. Good vibes only to you. Always good vibes. Always good vibes on to all of my beautiful people out there. Appreciate you guys. Have a great day.
Man, it seems like it's been such a long time since I put that little song out, man. Wrote it a long, long time ago, as you guys already know that, but just here on this little YouTube thing, putting it out there and letting everybody jam with it, man. That's one of my favorites by myself. But shout out to you guys, man. I see you, Miss Tracy. How you doing there, my friend? Brother Clint in the house, Gen X. I see you there, Peyton Sam. It's good to see everybody, man. This is my little comeback. Had to take me a little break, guys. How can I tell anybody from my heart to do something if I'm not willing to do it myself? And I felt so strongly that I needed to just take some time and think, and I, obviously got other things going on in life as well. And I just wanted to make sure that I put myself in check. Um, because I say it all the time. There's too much of this social media sometimes. There's too much of the noise, too much of the nonsense. And for me, um, I just wanted to make sure that it was on my terms, and that I had myself in check, and that it wasn't something that I couldn't go without. Um, and I found a pleasure in missing it. because there for a little while, man, it went for so long, so often that it was fun, but I didn't, it's like, man, been doing this for a minute, need a little time. So, now I can honestly look at people and say, man, if you feel like you need to take, it's called YouTube, hence the name you. And, you've got to find your pleasure in it. You got to find your way. And even if it ain't right for the other person, even if it says, even if statistically, algorithmically, whatever word it is that you want to use, even if it don't work according to that, if it works for you, then you're winning. You do what you got to do. So that's how I come at it, guys, and that's how I'm always come at you guys. I'm gonna try to be honest about what I'm sharing. I'm gonna try to just let you know what I'm doing on my journey, guys. It's been crazy little year for us. Yeah, happy to see all you guys. I really am. Let me get this. I'm not as I'm not as fluent on here as well. There we go. Now I'm back. Now I'm back. But yeah, I was thinking about all the changes and stuff for this year for a lot of us, man, and for myself as a small content creator. And that's one thing that I've been, you know, adamant about is, like just believe in yourself enough to call yourself exactly what you are. If you're on here making content and you got enough nerve, enough brass in your britches to put a video out, because it takes a lot of it. I don't care what you're doing. If you got enough brass to put it out there, then you deserve the title of content creator. Doesn't matter how big or small. You deserve the title just like anybody else, because it's nerve wracking to go through the emotion of what people are going to think. It's nerve wracking to go through, hoping that people like what you do, or just getting over the fact that maybe you're not perfect. It's something for me that was my biggest hold up in most everything in my life was, I wanted to be perfect. I wanted to be the best. That's so subjective. It's like you give, you take all, you get, take a lot of chances away from yourself by expecting that. But I have found that the effort, a true effort, is as rewarding as ever being the best at anything, is knowing that you did the best that you could, you learned, and you grew, and you took what punches you had coming, because I'm a firm believer that you got to be willing to take a pop to the mouth once in a while if you're going to speak. It's just the way it works. And if you're willing to do that, then you have already set yourself on a course in which that you're going to be happy, is because that you can live with what you're doing, and you're not doing it for nobody else's expectations but your own, and you're giving yourself realistic expectations. And as we move forward, man, what a year we have had, guys. What a year. Been some tragedy. There's been some, everything gets, all the bad stuff just seems to get such an overwhelming amount of attention. And for those of us that might hear the news or whatever, or just hear things, you would think that God is such a terrible spot. Man, it's not. It's not. It's just what's making the most noise. There's a lot of good stuff going on, a lot of good things happening. Yeah, there's a lot of foul stuff, a lot of dumb stuff, but as such, man. And it's just a season. I believe it'll work itself in the end. But I wanted to hey, happy new year, everybody. We made it through another year. I guess if you're gonna count from new year to new year. I quit drinking 4 New Years ago. New Year's Day, or the first day of January 4 years ago. I think it's been 4 years, 4 or 5 now. I quit drinking, and I ain't never looked back, and I ain't upset about that. And not that I have any problem with anybody drinking, but please be safe. Have a great time, but be safe. There's enough places to get you a ride these days. There ain't no reason for nobody to be out on the road doing nothing stupid. So if you are going to get out, then do the right thing and get you a ride or whatever. Just have it. And yeah. Hey, thanks. Happy New Year, Miss Tracy. Yeah, thank you, brother Clint. Hey, it's one of those things, man, that I feel like for myself that it was a like I didn't have, my wife wasn't giving me a hard way to go. Nobody in my life was giving me a hard way to go. it was just kind of like, man, I finally just reached the point where I knew, like, man, I give this enough time out of my life, and what I ain't won no trade. You don't get no trophy or nothing at the end. You might get some cirrhosis or something like that, an early grave, but you don't get no participation trophy or anything. So I just decided that I'd had enough, and it wasn't because anything bad happened to me. There, I didn't, wasn't like it didn't take a tragedy like that for something to change in my mind. It just took I just had to grow up, I guess. I don't know any other way to put it. Just had to finally reach a point where it was like, okay, I don't want to drink like this no more. And when I quit, I knew that I was the kind of dude I had to just quit. I couldn't just, you know, the idea of slacking off. What does that mean? Yeah, that's a joke. For me, that was. I'm not saying for other people it might would work for other people, but for me, no, I'm the kind of dude, if I have a Pepsi, I'm gonna probably have 2. I might as well just bring me 2 of them in here because I'm gonna pound one, and I'm gonna sip me one. Might pound both of them, you know what I mean? And well, I was the same guy with beer, you know what I mean? So I was a two-fister. I go get me 2, and that way I could have I could sit a spell before I had to go get me another. Matter of fact, I was that guy that just brought the 12 pack with me and set it beside me. It didn't need to be refrigerated or nothing. Uh, but that's just the way it was for me, man. And it just took deciding not to drink no more. And for me, I don't think I'll ever I don't think I'll ever drink again. Not even a beer, I don't think. I just don't have no. And for me, I didn't drink for taste. I drank for effect. Let's just be honest. Uh Pepsi is a lot better. Mountain Dew is better than Pepsi, but I didn't have I this is what I got. Mm. I mean, but it is good. I'm not putting it down. I'm just saying for me, I'm a Mountain Dew kind of guy. If you're gonna do it, you might as well drink some high octane. But yeah, happy New Year, man. It feels good to be going again, man. I'm gonna get a schedule going again. It's now gonna be every Wednesday long about 9. I'm not going to put a solid time. It's going to be around 9 ish through the week every Wednesday. And I'm just going to come on. We're going to do a week in review. I'm going to talk about some topics that I like to talk about, different things that I just hear happening and different things going on in my life, but also maybe different things that's going on in y'all's, and just a way to get going again and get back in a rhythm. And then as the winter time, man, I said all along that as winter set in, then I would modify and be back going, and that's what I'm doing now. Is it's like we're coming on in the winter time, and it's like, okay, well, now I can kind of reset and get another little something happening in the world. But yeah, man, been a great year for several of my content creator friends. I know Brother Gen X and Miss Tracy. um you know uh I know that you guys have been on the journey about the same, but we've been in it together, you know what I mean. I don't know exactly dates, but around the same time. And what a journey for all of us. I know that I know y'all felt the same way I did when we first got going. Like, what the hell? I don't have no idea what. Like for me anyway. I can't say y'all. I can say me. I know that y'all struggle a little bit too, but man, I didn't think I like thumbnails. Oh shit, man, y'all just lucky you're getting a video. That's all. I was like, hey, you better be just glad that I was able to get this thing uploaded because but over time, yeah. Hey, brother Clint, it does. You learn a lot over the course of time. It's like if and that's I guess that's what we've been trying to talk about all along. Is like you got to give yourself the grace of you know give yourself that time, and you'll learn. It'll come. And some of the stuff, man, I didn't even try. I've told the story many times. I've seen things that I really liked. Miss Boogie Time's little banner and stuff back in the day when I first started on doing the YouTube and kind of meeting a little community and getting started and everything. Um her She had a cool banner. And I made a comment one time on one of her videos that I liked her banner. I mean, she offered up the knowledge or, how to do it, whatever. I just knew. Like, it was still months down the road before I ever even tried because I was like, shoot, yeah, right. Yeah, you know what I mean? But now it seems like old hat, which feels good. Not having that stress overload on you, like trying to, like trying to remember how to do this and make sure you're doing that right and everything. Because a lot of those things seem kind of old hat now that you've done it. I've got, I think on my little channel, I think it's 500 and some videos. Now a lot of those were live stream, and I guess that counts your shorts and all that too. But it was like, out of 500 of them, I may have got 2 or 3 of them right as far as the stuff is. But hey, getting better and better. Let's see. Let me get over here. I was not just technically. Hey, dude, you've got it going on with the tech stuff now. If someone told me a year ago I would learn to edit videos and create, no doubt, dude, no doubt. I would have told you, man, you're outside your mind. I ain't messing with that AI. That's what matter of fact, up till about 2 months ago. I mean, I still have my opinions on it, but I can tell you this: the opinions that were negative have been squashed by, I don't want to say they've been completely took away, but just the usefulness of the tool. And it's on the person to do the right thing with the knowledge and with the stuff. It's not on me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can live with the fact that, okay, well, I'm using it right. Maybe there are other people who are doing dumb stuff with it, but I'm not. And trying to trying to let it uh, help me learn this stuff, bro. Because we didn't go to school. I didn't go to school for this stuff, so it's been a big help in some of those things, man. Because like I said, I wouldn't know how to do a lot of these things if I hadn't had, well, people willing to help to tell me, and then on the back end having a way to be able to help myself learn how to do things, learn how to accomplish some of this stuff. Because once I realized that it was like asking a friend, except one a really really smart one. I'm like, oh hell, I ain't never had a friend this smart. Imagine the places I could go. I mean, with a friend this smart. You know what I mean? Like, so that's been a journey in of itself. And I encourage everybody that's doing any kind of content creating, um, use it. Use it to help you. It's a tool. Use it. If you can integrate it in your system and what you're doing, then I don't see nothing wrong with it, man. I mean, that's what everybody. That's. I mean, I don't want. It's not. You're creating. It's about using what you have at your disposal. Heck with it. Use it all. Is what I say. Use every bit of it, man. And but getting back on point for this, thinking about this year in review, man. I mean, I would have never thought that I would have been. I'm with you on that, Clint. I would have never thought that I would have been able to, well, like successfully make thumbnails as easily as I can, or any of it, man. Like I mean, all the way to scratch, all the way beyond just barely loading a video up. Just being able to get that part done. I think the first couple I had just had the date, like the month and the date, because I didn't even put a title on it. I just loaded it up, and then I went back and put a title and stuff up. When I first did, all it had was the date and the time, date or whatever on it, the month. Hey, I didn't know. Hey, I thought that's gold, man. That's some gold right here. Get my 12 views, and I was hot, boy. Like heck yeah, kicking. You know, First time, let's see, first time I opened CapCut and Canva, I saw all the buttons. D Dude, I about crapped my britches too, man. To be right real honest with you, I was like, "Holy crap. Ain't no way. Ain't no way." I tell you when my aha moment came for the Canva. The Canva thing for me was, brother Tommy. He was, backstage, or whatever you call it, how we do on the stream thing. He was back and was showing me how that he worked in the Canva app, how to pull it down, or how to do the stuff. And man, once I seen him do that, I was like, oh well. I mean, now I still ain't nowhere near. It takes me a little bit with the Canva side and stuff. But I was like, okay, that's what I needed. I needed somebody to physically show me one time, like, okay, you do this, and then once I see, I'm like, okay, now that makes perfect sense. You know what, Miss Tracy? I don't edit a bunch. Now there's some videos that I'll edit because it's just like fun, but like I did one this evening at my mom and dad's house, and we done her pineapple upside down cake, and I all I did was just where I had it in 2 different videos. I had the first video up until, I paused it, and then the second part of it, which was only like 2 or 3 minutes, and then I put those 2 together and done that little blink thing. But that pretty much is the extent of my editing, and now I'll add a little bit of text in uh, sometimes, but I still feel like it was Kevin Colbert that said it on one of his videos. Um, like if there's too much editing for me, it gets too busy. It's like, okay, enough is enough. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Like there's a line between it's too much jumping back and forth, and too many fireworks and everything. It sometimes is fun and everything, but it can get too much too quick. And I'm that guy. I can wind up putting too much dumb stuff in, and thinking I'm really doing something, but I'm not. Oh, that's my birthday cake every year. Hey, no kidding, man. Made in cast iron pan. Cool, man. Thank you. My mom has done that cake for years, and when we had this little deli out here, me and Zach, I done one. I think it was for. I think it was for Thanksgiving or something. I can't remember. But I done one out there, and I asked my mom because I'd been around them forever, but I never had personally made one. I'd help mom, flip the skillet, but as far as actually doing it, hadn't actually put the ingredients to the skillet or nothing. So I didn't exactly know. So she told me the process, and man, that's one of them that it looks so fancy, but it's actually really simple, and a lot of people really like it. And I think sometimes the simpler stuff is the best stuff. And I just happen to like pineapples, and I love brown sugar and butter. I mean, I could take a stick of butter and just dip it down in a bag of brown sugar and eat it. That'd be fine with me. But then you fry it a little bit, throw you a pineapple over in there. Well, good gracious alive, that make you want to slap your mama in the mouth. Man, Man, and you can do the same thing with apples, same thing. Do same kind of style cake. I would imagine about anything you wanted to do. Anything you put with brown sugar and butter, though, is gonna be good. Just about anything. Let me rephrase that. I don't wanna go too far in saying anything, because then you know how, social media is, "Oh, yeah, well, will it go good?" But I'm saying just about anything. Almost everything goes good with brown sugar and butter, you know. Mm. But my mama's been doing that for a long time. My dad always liked pineapple upside down cake. Of course, all of us, but all of us did. Um, but it's one of those simple, good ones for me. I think it's simple, but it's um, one of the better desserts in my personal opinion. So, you know, worthy of putting it out there. I hope that if there's anybody out there that wants to know how to make one, they see it, they're able to make it, and it's right real easy for them, because it is pretty simple. But it does look good, and it is good. So, just something fun to do, brother. That's something fun to do. I done that one with the eggs there a while back. It's one of my better videos though, man. It's gotten like 5 or 600 views or something like that. The easiest egg sandwich ever or whatever. So I'm like, well, I I'll throw you another I'll throw you another cooking video out. Yeah, go check it out, Miss Tracy. It's just a cake mix. I mean, honest to God, the only thing that's different other than it being a cake mix, it's a regular cake mix, your egg, you add your eggs and stuff, and then, instead of doing a cup of water like the ingredients calls for on the box for the cake, then we just supplement the pineapple juice, and then whatever it takes to fill it on up to a cup, we'll add water until the cup is full, just for flavor purposes, and then it's just a half a stick of butter, and then I tried to count it for you. We just eyeball it and never had really measured it, but it's about a quarter cup is what I used in that video that we did, which I think is enough. I mean, you can put all you want in it though. That's on you. That's up to you, but you just bring that up to frying while you're letting your oven heat up to 350, and then mix up your cake in your and then you just the skillet that you're frying your pineapples in, and your butter and brown sugar, then you just dump your cake mix right down in on top of it and throw it in the oven. Let her go for about about I think it was 25 minutes is what I cooked it, and it was done, and you can't hardly beat it as far as simplicity goes. Uh, the first part of the video, that I think it was like, it takes about I think it was 7 minutes. It's 7 minutes to get everything stirred up, ready, and ready to dump over into your iron skillet and put in the oven. And then it's a matter of waiting for it to cook and then eat it. So it's really it's one of the simpler ones. But it's awfully good. Those are usually the better ones. But oh man, we had let's see, Thanksgiving, Courtney made me fudge, peanut butter fudge. She needs to stop because I get a little carried away with it, and if it's in there, I feel like it's my duty to keep eating it, and it's a sure way to get sugar diabetes, I reckon, if there's any way of getting it like that. Uh, but it's awful good. God, I love peanut butter fudge. But now I know why that it only comes around, once or twice a year, because for people like me, it's not good to have all around. I'll eat it all. As long as she makes it, I'll eat it. I love it. But, getting up past the Thanksgiving now, I'm gonna have to stop eating, and Christmas, gonna have to stop eating all the fudge and get back to normal. Get back to normal and maybe only eat one pan a week instead of every other day. Uh, I do actually like it all year round. Peanut butter fudge. It's one of my favorite candies, homemade candies. And Courtney can whip it right on up now. But I like it. But it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work to make it, but it's awful good. But anyway, yeah, man, what a year in review. We have all learned so much. Had a lot of noise happening here in the great United States and around the world, but you know, I think that's what we all have to take a lot of it as, is noise, and at least in my little world, I don't see the despair that they all talk about. There's some bad things happening, but for the most part, seems like uh seems like everything's doing good. I think sometimes they purposely blow things out of proportion. Um, you know, there's some bad stuff. We all know that there's some bad stuff, but it's like it just keeps getting pounded down your throat over and over and over again. And it's like, okay, whatever. you know, gets old after a little while. But a lot of nonsense and everything, and main thing is everybody recognizing the blessings. The good shines through for sure. Let's see, I don't see Shine anywhere anymore. I don't hear from him anymore either. Um, I did text him about a month ago and said hi, and got a small reply from him, but I haven't heard, haven't got to speak to him either. I'm with you. I hope he's well. I'm sure he's doing good. I'm sure he's doing good. But I have not got to speak to him, but I did send him a text just to, ask him how he was, just ask about it, just a check in, whatever you want to call it, just saying hi. But, uh, yeah, I hope he's doing well too. I haven't heard from him though, so I don't know, and I don't know that I would tell anything anyway because that's not the way I do things unless he specifically said I could share something. But honestly, I haven't heard from him. I don't know any details about anything, but I'm with you. I do hope that he's doing well, and he knows how to reach me if he ever needs to. So I hope he does. But you got to move on, and you got to do what you got to do. And I get it. I get it. Life is as such, and that's the way it is, and that works both ways. You got to do what you got to do. But we had a good run together. Had a great time. I would like to think that we both learned an extraordinary amount. Um, you know, and that's the way you gotta do things. That's the way you gotta do it. You take it as a season. It's like, okay, you learn what you can and you take it and you don't take I don't take like you know, for me, the main thing is just knowing that like you said, everything's good, like healthy, everybody's fine. But as far as like any I don't man, like it's called YouTube. You do you. That's what you're supposed to do. And if that means not doing it for a minute, then that's what you're supposed to do. Take a break. Because I can promise you that it's like, that's what I'm doing it for anyway. I do it because I enjoy it. I do it because I want to. And the second that it starts feeling as if I don't want to, I ain't gonna do it. I just won't do it. And I don't need an explanation from him. He don't owe me an explanation. I just always like to make sure that I leave that. I don't like to burn bridges because I like to make sure that, hey man, you reach out whenever you need to. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't like to push people. I don't like to make it feel like I'm, like, oh, you gotta talk to me or whatever. It's like, you give your little text and you check in, let them know you're thinking of them, and that's the best you do. It's the best you can do. Just waiting for my I'm monetized, just waiting for my pin. Congratulations, Miss Tracy. Congratulations. That's a heck of a feat. It is. It is. It's a grind. And you know what? And I can well, crap. I can tell you it's not about I can tell you from my standpoint, it was never about dollars as much as it was setting goals. And because I've told you guys before, I'm flighty. I'm a little clicky, and I have to force myself to like hone in. And for me, that's what like that's how I looked at it. Like, okay, if I can stay with it long enough to monetize this channel and in between that time learn all these things, that's a goal. It's a goal. And now you reach that goal and then you set yourself a new one. Oh, you're certainly welcome, Miss Tracy. You deserve it. You deserve it. Anybody that stays with this, the amount of time I know you've stayed with it, and myself and others that we know, when you stay with something long enough to see it through, even when you're not feeling like it, when you're like, man, should I even post this today? Or should I even do this today? And you go ahead and you do it anyway. That's earning it. That's earning your right to get that's earning your right to get to be monetized, is by staying with it. I still have to go live 3 years in January. Hey, you know what though? The truth of the matter is, Miss Tracy, for some folks, it may not be it may not be, may not be your gig to go live. Like I still enjoy personally still enjoy doing my little recorded videos. I still enjoy them because, it feels like you can I don't know. I don't, because I'm relaxed. I'm as relaxed on here live as I ever would be if I wasn't. But on the it feels like that it gives you a little bit of an opportunity to breathe when you're recording. For me, it feels like I have it, and I guess now knowing a little bit about editing, I know that I know I can stop the video and then start again if I needed to. I don't never do that. Everything I do is right off the cut. You would think I took notes and everything for this. I don't have nothing. Uh, Hey, good night, honey. I love you. Have a good night. Happy New Year. Um, but I still enjoy doing just the videos. I'm still looking for that personal success. That's a personal journey of mine. Is I, I can tell you, I still haven't found my way yet. I I feel like I found my way in comfort and in delivery and being able to speak to people. I feel okay with that, but I have not found my way with the long form videos yet. I I have not seen much success. And I decided a couple months ago that if I'm going to get any success at all, it's going to be um, grassroots from this day forward. I'm just going to make videos, do a good job as best as I know how to do, and I'm going to put them out, and I'm going to let it be what it is. And I'm not going to worry about trying to. There for that first like 6 months, I ain't going to lie. I spent too much time trying to go and like see people and like try to do this game, and it drove me crazy, man. I just ain't got that kind of time, and I ain't got that kind of drive, and I had to take a rewind and figure out a different approach because realistically, it dawned on me that I would never be able to do that enough to make it to do anything. And that bothered me because I felt like I'd spent so much time cultivating this idea. And truth of the matter is, if I'd have opened my eyes and done a little bit of research, I would have seen that had already been proven not to work. And so I had to take a rewind and I had to back up and say, okay, now I need to focus more in on quality, whatever that is. I don't know what that is, obviously, or I would have found success already. But for me, I'm trying to figure out like what I'm going, I don't let it bother me, but I'm just trying to learn, and that's what this whole last 6 months has been, a learning journey, trying to actually figure out how to do some of these things that scared the crap out of me with the descriptions and the hashtags and the thumbnails, and now that I feel like now coming back full circle with this, what my point was is for me, that's where the break came in at, was giving myself time to think about what I need to do, like how to better, because I really do want to provide content, good content. I don't, and I don't mean this in a bad way. Not that I have anything against being a vlog channel. I like I don't. I like that. I like that. But I'm trying to figure a way out that I'm also able to bring uh I hate to say education because I'm the most uneducated person on here, I guess. But something something that I like to talk about, or something that I want to expound on, or something. I don't even know how to see. it's hard for me to make anything because I can't even explain it to myself exactly what it is I'm wanting to do because it's hard to nail that down, man. Um, hey, there's my sister. Hey, Missy. Hey, mom. Hey, dad. Yeah, the more we know, the more we grow. That's for sure, Miss Tracy. And the more for me, accepting when it's time to say, okay, you've done a good job up to this point. Now, okay, take another step and let's see how you can grow. Then what's the next journey? What's the how do you take that next step forward where you find now, in taking that during this time off, I've been really leaning in on. I wanted to say this to my content creator friends out there, and not that it matters to anybody else, but for my smaller content creators, I'm just going to throw it out there that, um, doing those collaboration shorts in the past couple months, been able to put 250, 300 subscribers to my channel, and um, it's been just doing not just doing, but been doing collaboration shorts and trying to find those other avenues of growing my channel and growing subscribers, growing watch time, growing growing views, growing all that stuff, but it's just something I'm just throwing it out there because that's been the one thing that I have found in the past couple months that's really started to help me in a positive way. Because what the definition of insanity is to keep doing the same thing over and over again and expect different results. Well, that's kind of how I felt with our live stream for a long time. Was you know, you're working hard, you're doing a good trying to do a good job and be consistent and everything, but you were seeing that your growth was not going anywhere. And then of course you try to do the human thing on and you blame it on the algorithm don't like me or whatever the hell it is. And the truth of the matter is it's about I personally think that it has nothing to do with the size of your channel as to whether you're going to find success on your videos or on your live streams. It's are you making it to where people can find you easier than they can find the next person? And if you can't answer the question in yes, then you probably need to work on that. Um, and if you're wondering what it should look like, go look at any professional content creator's page and look at their description, look at their stuff, see what they've got. And if yours don't look like that in some sort of way, then you probably need to try to learn how to make it look that way because there's a reason they do that. And that to me was like my eye opening right as we quit doing our live streams a couple months ago and took a little break. The last couple, finding that traction, finding like okay, it's about tying things together, trending topics, known names because nobody knows who the hell Creating Change is. Nobody knows me. Nobody knows who I am. So, me tagging it with my name is like, like that's useless right now. I have nobody knows me. So the more I can figure out ways to tie my name in with people that are maybe a little bit more known, with a little bit more traction, and use that in ways to, you know, and it surely does have an effect. It surely does, and that's where I think like with the collaboration stuff. That I found, um, a little bit I'm not saying success. I'm not saying success. I haven't had no success, but, more views and more subscribers than I had ever gotten, up to this point. So just sharing that with my content creator buddies out there. That's just one thing that I did kinda start messing with over this past couple months during the Christmas break and just during the vacation there, just uh the collaboration shorts, and of course been still doing a few long forms, but the collaboration shorts are the ones where I've really seen a huge impact on a couple of them as far like I think the one I'm at like 68,000 views on it and 124 subscribers off of that one short. And I'm not even I'm not bragging. I'm just saying I'm not even bragging about it. I'm just saying that for my little channel, that's astronomical numbers. Yeah, I mean, for me, and you know, I'm just and it's collaboration shorts. It's not like it's not like it's rocket science. It's not like I figured out something that I didn't figure out no secret. I just started utilizing the tool. That's why that little thing's down there for you to hit to do them collaboration shorts. Thank you, Miss Tracy. But I'm not lying to you now. I'm not, and I hope it doesn't come out like I'm not trying to brag. Uh, I'm just trying to say that it's for sure. Like, I'm not saying that I think it will work. Like, you can go look on my page and see. I've got several. I've got one at 50 some thousand, one at 60 some thousand, couple of them at 10, 15, 20. And like I say, that one, well, there's a couple of them that's up there right at 100 subscribers. And then the one, I think it's like 124 or something like that. I'd have to look to see. I haven't looked in a minute, but and I never knew about collaboration shorts until just a couple. I mean, I think I'd heard about it, or like I mean, I knew about them, but I didn't know how. I didn't have no idea what people were talking about. And then I don't even remember exactly why I started doing that. But then something I heard, or something somebody said, or something I was listening to talked about it. I don't know, and I did it, and sure enough, man. I mean, I didn't get no. I think the first one I did collaboration was with Ozzy Osbourne. That when he passed away. Yeah, we lost Ozzy this year. Rest in peace, Ozzy, and Hulk Hogan. Rest in peace, Hulk. But yeah, man, I did a collaboration short with him. I think that was the first one I did it, or it might have been Fogarty. I can't remember, but it was one of the two. And that's when I realized, like, oh, okay, well, there's something to this. Like, got a few more views. And then anyway, throwing it out there. If you're wanting to get subscribers, or you're trying to figure out ways, then that's one way is to do collab shorts. And shorts do help get you subscribers. And once you're monetized, you get paid for them too. I think I've made a whopping $2 and something off of that short. I'll take it. You know what I mean? Like, hey, it's not like you're gonna knock down the doors or nothing, but it's an accumulation of product. If you want to keep pumping them out, then you can keep. And you never know what's gonna work. You just never know what's gonna work. The ones that I think will work are the ones that won't do nothing. The ones that I think are, no way in heck, sure enough, that'll be the one that works the best. So it's like, just try. If just try something, anything, with them. With Just try collaboration shorts with bigger with the with videos that you see, are that's got plenty of views on it and everything. And then do your little collab short, tag it, do all the stuff that you're supposed to do, and then send it out there to the world and let them have it. And it does work. uh yeah, brother Clint, man. Yeah, yeah, man. That's awesome. So you turn me on to them, and the ones I did gave me most views of any of my videos or shorts. Man, that's awesome, dude. I thank you. I'm glad you told me that, because that's good. That's good. That means that it worked. That means that it's true blue. And you don't never know which ones are going to be, which ones are going to work. Like I say, um I didn't expect for them to do as well as they have, but they work. As far as like, I get why people may slack on the shorts and everything on their journey to get monetized. I get, like, to try to get their 4,000 hours. I get that. But I also see where that I could have sa- I could have saved myself a lot on the journey. Um I could have saved myself on a lot of the journey going to the 1,000 subscriber mark by using these shorts. Like, I feel like that if I wanted to start a new YouTube channel, like completely from scratch, I feel like that I could that like that 1,000 would be nothing. Like I truly feel that way. 825 subs on Thanksgiving. I'm at 1,100 plus. See, I'm no kidding, man. No kidding. Like if I had a brand new channel and was trying to get my watch time hours up and get my subscribers up, then I would get myself uh you know going on a few uh long form videos and then break them up into shorts and then start finding collab shorts and make a playlist of your shorts so that maybe you can drive people to watch another one. Because when you start getting up there into the 20, 25, 30,000 view range, then man, if you only drive 2% from there to your shorts list, well, you just gained yourself several more views, you know, just by doing that. So it's worthy of doing that. But that I would totally throw out long form videos, cut them into shorts, and properly tag them, properly do all that stuff. And then I do collaboration shorts. I do 4 or 5 of them a week or more, whatever I could feel good about doing. The new AI on StreamYard cuts your live into shorts and titles them all. Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah, it makes it easy. Is my best short, the one remember the one I know you do. It was the one that was at 900 and something. It was I hadn't had one hit 1,000 yet. And you shared it for me and was like, "Hey man, let's help him get 1,000 views on this one." And that one was from the StreamYard doing the going there and just letting it generate the shorts, and it worked. I mean, I didn't it wasn't that many, it was I think it's at like 1,000 and something now or whatever, but it went to 1,000 views, first one to go to 1,000 for me. So, you know, feel pretty good about that. Uh, but I think that was one thing that, man, I wish I'd have known about the collaboration shorts and knowed about some of the other little things starting out. But how do you know about them until you start? That's another thing. Why would you know? Why would you know how to do any of this crap if you weren't going to make content? If you wasn't a content creator, why would you know any of this? You know what I mean? So I look back and I'm like, well, I don't feel bad for not knowing because I wasn't no content creator. I shouldn't know. You know what I'm saying? So, but now that I am a content creator, then I try to make it a point to, get my stuff to, like I'm trying. It's obviously not that I'm not doing that well. But you just keep trying. Like my success right now is still not measured in view numbers. That's not where I'm at. When I know that when I find exactly how I want to do what I want to do, when I find what it is I'm trying to bring, then I'll be able to do it just fine. And I know that. And I'm just being patient and I'm waiting on that inspiration. I'm waiting on I'm waiting on that little voice, that little cue that says, "Yep, this is right where you need to be. This is what you're going to do." Now, I already feel that way with the live streaming side of things, and this was a way for me to come out and be able to talk with everybody. Hadn't got to be on and see everyone for a minute, but this is where I really like the live streaming side of things, and I like bringing different topics. Like I'm going to bring different topics every week and like touch on them for 10 or 15 minutes, different stuff that I want to talk about. But try to, I'm always going to be about good vibes. I am good vibes, and I believe you can talk about anything. If you want to come at it with some respect and act like you got some sense. So that's what I'm gonna do on the live side of things. But on my video side of things, I'm trying to figure out my way to get into the world. I want to get out. I want to go see. I want to get out on the street. I want to go see people. I want to go talk to people. I want to make the world somehow part of what I'm doing somehow. I don't know exactly how yet. I know it sounds crazy and I'm rambling, but I just want to, I want to have that interaction with the world. I love like going and doing my little, trail videos. I love going, just walking the trail and just filming, let everybody walk with me if that's what they want to do. If not, that's fine too. I was going to walk it anyway. Um, but I'm trying to find that little spot where, you can go see people, go learn about things and bring something that's interesting to people, different topics and different things. And that way you don't, for me, it wouldn't get bored. I would never get bored of doing that. I would never get bored of that. Um, let's see, let me get by. I'm sorry, man. I feel the same way. I'm waiting until that thing yeah, man. Yeah, and that's the thing. Look at it like pat yourself on the back. Pat yourself on the back because you have done what you needed to do to get to a specific point, and you still ain't really honed in on what you're going to be great at. Like, yeah, you're good at what you're doing, and you're getting your groove, but you ain't found that little thing that you're going to be great at yet. It's there. It's there. I'm with you. You got to just give it time, man. You got to wait for that thing, that little. You know what I'm talking about. I don't know how to explain it. It's that you'll know. You'll know. Um, feel the same. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Meet the people that create change. So many ideas shoot through my noggin. Yeah, yeah. And well, I just I feel like that's the one way that I could keep myself fresh in my mind. Like is by going and hearing about other people and talking with them and just being kind to people, being good to people and be nice and be exactly the way I am right now and honest and open with people, but go get their story. Go find out about them. Go learn about some stuff. And I guess this is my way of legitimizing myself because the more time that I spend on here, I'm giving myself credence. I'm giving something for people to look at, and it's a resume. It's like at least this is a way for people to say, "Oh, well, he's not fake, or he's not, or this is, he's actually doing this." Um, that, and that's the way I carry myself. Is I want to make it to where that you're interacting with the world, but you're bringing the world something of other people as well. Hey, good to see you too, Miss Tracy. Congratulations to you on hitting that monetization point. Oh, congratulations. You keep it up. Keep her going. Keep a feeding the algorithm. Whatever the hell that means, right? Happy New Year to you though. Happy New Year, and we'll be seeing you around. I'll be on every Wednesday, sometime right around 9 o'clock. We'll be just this good vibing and talking with everybody, touching on some topics from the week in the past. And have a good evening, Miss Tracy. Yeah, happy New Year's to Miss Tracy. Local Learnings, go check her out. Um, Brother Gen X, man, I'm so with you on that, man. I'm so with you on that. Um, thank you, man. That's what I would like. That's what I'm leaning for. I don't want to say, that's not going to be like the whole package, but I believe that's going to be a big part of. That's what it seems like in my mind. That's going to be the most fun for me and the most interactive for me. Because I like doing this. I like doing it like this, but also just trying to. But it's a process too. Like a year ago, wouldn't have done me no good to go out because I wouldn't have known how to shoot the video and edit the video, and then I wouldn't have known how to do none of that. You know what I'm saying? So I would have just had a bunch of stuff on a random stuff on a phone that I recorded and probably wouldn't even have had no mic or nothing on, and it would have sounded like crap, and I wouldn't have known no better. And put so now maybe as I start going and doing those things, um, maybe I'll have a little step up on the game at this point, at least be able to edit things down halfway okay, and I know to have a decent microphone, and I know, those types of things that I didn't know. I didn't know, but I didn't know to have a microphone, but your videos, that's what they sound like if you don't have one. So, it's worth $20. Go get you one. You don't have to have nothing like this to make good sound. All you need is a cheap microphone or a set of earbuds work. I didn't know that. So, all these little things in due time, and I'd like to really find someone close by that, not that I have to have anybody to work with me, but, filming wise and like going out and talking with people wise, it would just be, it would be a whole lot, it would be easier to pull some things off if you had a couple people. So I'm still I'm working things. I know that I can set tripods up and I can do this, but this the way I have it envisioned. Um, you know, I just have to play it. Just have to figure it out. I'm gonna figure it out. It'll come. It'll all come together eventually, man. But anyway, man. Anyway, yeah, shout out to you, Miss Tracy. Good to see you too. Happy New Year to everybody. Coming up on an hour and a half. I don't want to take up everybody's time for too awful long. Actually, I don't care. I take up as much time as you let me. But yeah, I want to get off here and go watch a little bit of TV and get myself ready for bed. I think my daughter's going to call me um this evening. I'm gonna try my best to be up and watch the ball drop. And sometimes I make it, sometimes I don't. I'm gonna try tonight to stay up and watch the ball drop. I was gonna do like a New Year's thing, like bring the New Year's in with a few ovens and everything, but I was like, yeah, right. Yeah, right, man. I try to wait until 10 or 11 or something like that to come on, and then I'll be looking crazy in my face. But, but yeah, man, I hope everybody's having a good time, man. If you've been drinking, call yourself a ride. You ain't got no excuse these days. They're too easy to find. Somebody get you home. Matter of fact, there's free rides out there on nights like tonight. You can get a ride. So don't be out drinking and driving. If you're having fun, keep having fun. One way to end a fun time is to get a DUI, or even worse, be in an accident or something silly. Uh, may go live at midnightish for shits and giggles. Ain't got shit going on. Hey man, you should have hopped in with me, man. I always welcome to this. I hope you know that. But Happy New Year to you, brother Clint. Happy New Year to you, Miss Tracy. Happy New Year to you, Peyton Samuel. I seen Peyton Samuels was in here earlier. I'm scrolling back through. And Happy New Year, Mom, Dad, Missy. Appreciate you guys stopping in. I am going to get off here, but I will be back. We're going to be firing off, man. I'm gonna have different topics going on, and I'm gonna start having like things that I pull up as I'm going through, because I can. And this was just a night to get on here, get fired back off again, get going again, and kind of get the cobwebs worked out and make sure that I could still turn the computer on, and I can. I won't explain the struggles I had doing it. I'll save myself the embarrassment of that, but I did, and I got it turned on again, and we're back. So, yeah, Wednesday nights, long about 9 o'clock, man, going to be coming on, going to be doing trending topics and just other topics. It's going to go from political to science to math equations and chalkboards and stuff, almost as if you were watching Goodwill Hunting if you closed your eyes. But we'll wait until then, to get that started. But yeah, man, gonna be started up Wednesdays, long about 9. I don't want to say an exact time because it's gonna be around 9, give or take 5-10 minutes, just depending on schedules and stuff. But I'm gonna try my best to be at 9 o'clock. So guys, always good vibes to all of my beautiful people. I appreciate y'all being here. Brother Clint, happy New Year to you, man. Happy New Year. Be safe. Tell Pluto I said Happy New Year, everybody. Miss Amanda, Happy New Year, everybody. Happy New Year. Shout out to every one of you. I appreciate you guys coming by and seeing me, man. It's been a minute. but it's been fun. I appreciate y'all. Take care, guys.